This latest controversial and likely illegal raid is crazy, with masked, heavily armed ICE agents jumping out of a rental truck and ambushing people at an LA Home Depot. Because if you've ever been to a Home Depot, immigrant day laborers gather outside looking for work, which is why they've become such a big target of Trump's immigration enforcement. And here, you had a worker saying that a rental truck pulled up to the parking lot at around 6:45 in the morning, the driver telling people in Spanish that he had work to offer. But then someone rolls up the back of the truck and ICE pours out, chasing and arresting anyone they can. And you actually had a Fox News correspondent publishing footage from inside the truck, with that reposted by a Border Patrol commander in California who called it Operation Trojan Horse. If he seems familiar to you, that's because he's been previously accused of misleading the public, saying of an immigration sweep that his agents had a predetermined list of targets, many with criminal records. But then records later showed that 77 out of 78 people detained had no prior record with the agency, with there being frequent reports of people just being targeted by ICE based on their appearance and whether they spoke Spanish, which is why you end up having Latino US citizens getting swept up in raids, which also led to a federal judge ordering the Trump administration to halt indiscriminate immigration stops and arrests in 7 California counties, including Los Angeles last month, with a judge writing in her order that there was a mountain of evidence that federal immigration enforcement tactics were violating the Constitution. And in fact, last week, an appeals court upheld her ruling. And so the big question with this Home Depot raid is whether it violated the original order. Now there you have DHS claiming that the agents arrested 16 undocumented people from Guatemala, Mexico, Honduras, and Nicaragua. Right, and all of this it's not a random one-off. You've got the head of another Southern California nonprofit claiming that Border Patrol agents seem to be making the same rounds again, saying they're hitting the same places that they hit in the past, but with new tactics, including pretending to be employers to lure people in.